everyone. We are here at the land of the rising sun, otherwise known the Suzuka course. This is the Japanese Grand Prix. I actually have SF1 Tom joining me in the comms booth this evening. GP2 driver, SF1 Tom, how are you doing this evening?
I'm very good. I'm pumped for this Q3 session in Norway.
I was saying I'm really quiet. Really quiet. I can bump my vocals up as much as you want there, Marcus. You're a bit quiet, Kyle. Yes. I can drop the game just a bit too, just so these guys can hear me a little bit more. But getting on through, I would ask you, SF1 Tom, about your race you had Friday. You actually had the race here in Japan. What are your takes on this track? Because I actually asked Harrison the same thing come Friday during the GP2 race.
I absolutely love this track. Simple as that.
So we do have a little bit of rain. Gonna give you guys a rundown on Q1. They had a dry session for Q1, and then when Q2 came, it actually had a little bit of rain towards the middle of the sector, so a lot of guys had to get their laps in relatively early, and then the rain started to really come down. So a couple guys tried to improve but could not make it. So we see that Ento actually did not make it into Q3, as well as Benny, who did not unfortunately make it into Q3. So riding on board here, we have a reserve this evening for the Haas team. John MH looking really pacey sitting there. This is going to be quite a race because a couple of guys up at the top. John here is one of them. Raisin's right there. Anton is right there. But John is going to be the first one out on track to set his benchmark lap for Q3. Sector 3 yellows, not sure what that's for. We're going to ride on board. Let's see how he attacks this track. Not completely soaking wet. As you can see, the intermediate tires are on for this driver. Everybody through the field is riding with the intermediates, attacking the S's. I noticed that the camera angles at the Japanese Grand Prix are not the best. And we got a couple guys in the chat rooting for
Grand Prix today.
What's that?
That was insane.
Oh,
did you catch on to the virtual Grand Prix? That was amazing.
I did see the beginning, and I saw the absolute crazy start from everybody flying into each other.
I'll tell you what though, it was Albon and Leclerc the entire race, side by side. They switched positions at least 100 times.
I did see a bit of that. I actually jumped on and saw them using the DRS and the start-finish line straight to kind of swap positions between each lap.
It was that every single lap. Telling you, it was amazing.
But yes, let's see how John gets on. He's down through, going to end the second sector here. Just through it. Got a little loose in the back end. So with the rain, we were seeing about 27s to 28s for the dry session. What do you think the quality time to get the provisional pole is going to be with this wet condition here in Q3, Tom?
Let me see the first time I'll be able to make a judgment, so I don't know what it's like around the wet in this track.
It's going to be right around the 40 mark, 39, 39.4 sets by John. Who's going to be next? It looks like it's going to be Anton across 38.4. So a second quicker than Tom. Tomo goes 39.2. Whereas the next couple guys, a lot of guys.
37.6.
Elko gets himself in P4. Harrison P4. No, nevertheless, Brotigo gets P4. Yoko drops down to P5. Harrison P6. Pepsi P8 now as Wu gets into P7. Brand new drivers this evening for the Racing Point going forward in the season. Let's see how Shoof gets on. Where's Raisin? Raisin is ahead, so let's see how he gets on. His teammate getting knocked out of Q2, so the only McLaren left in Q3 for this evening.
Oh, Raisin backs out.
As Hamp has joined the session, so it's good to see him get back in. It looks like Raisin's going to give it another go. I think he was happy with that first lap. 42, I'm sure he can improve on. So we're going to jump with Shoof, see how Shoof gets through. Goes P4 with a 39.9. So everybody has set a benchmark lap. Let's ride on with Raisin. He's actually on a flyer now. Can he improve and get himself higher up on this leaderboard? Maybe tackle the top 4. That's actually second. Yes, boys. A couple of guys in the chats Looks like Raisin's really taking his time around, making sure he hits every point he can. Make sure it's quick, but a clean entry. Sector, has
Purple
somebody
sector 1.
crashed? Or is that, has Tomo
That's
crashed?
just slowing down.
Oh, okay.
That's just slowing down.
So checking through the hairpin he goes. Can Raisin get a better lap stuck in? Can he battle the top guys, such as Tomo and Anton? A couple guys still on track. I wonder if they're going to pull into the pits. It looks like Tomo is going to pull into the pits. It looks like the racing point of Wu is going to go for another one. I think that's Wu. It is Wu. So we're going to jump back with Raisin here. I happen. Oh, he sets a purple sector too, so he's definitely on a flyer.
That's 2 purples.
Can he battle your
They
team,
make it a hat trick.
the Ferrari, and make a McLaren provisional pole for the Japanese Grand Prix? He's going to come down the line. Crosses.
38.4.
Goes only
39.
P2. 39 flat, so Anton, what a lap by him. Really showing his pace in the wet. 6/10 quicker than Raisin, the next guy on the leaderboard. A couple guys are starting to come out of the field now. Is Wu on a flyer? I think he lost it a bit. He did set a purple sector 1, but validated his lap, so he's going to have to pull it into the pits. He does have plenty of time, though. Looking on through. FC, is he on a flyer?
Pepsi in the middle lap, I believe.
Shoot, he's going to pull into...
No, he's not.
Looks like John is on an out lap. How about Raisin? Is he pushing here? It looks like he's going to push for another lap. I think I know what his strategy is here. You put on the intermediates, put the car, fill it just a bit more than you would averagely in a qualifying lap, and go for a couple runs here, because the car usually only gets quicker with a wet set compound on. Let's ride through and see if he actually improves on this lap. He is in sector 2 right now. Let's see the difference between this time and his first go around. Coming through, he's going to cross and end sector 2, going in sector 3 just about now. He is down 3/10, so he's actually up 3/10, so he's flying. Can he get closer to that 38.4 to battle Anton for the pole position? I'm looking at Tomo and John too. I'm wondering if those guys, as well as Shuf, might have a go at it. He's going to cross the line. It does improve to 38.7, but still not enough.
Good lap again though. 7 meters on warm
Gonna go for
intermediates there. 3 lap holds.
He's low on fuel, so let's jump on board with Pepsi. He's on a fly right now. He hasn't validated though, so he's gonna pull it into the pits, I think.
Anton about to start his lap along with John.
John started now, so let's ride on board with John as he goes across into turn 1, the long sweeping right-hander. Big shout out to, you guys will know, and I think it was the 89 Japanese Grand Prix between Alan Prost and Ayrton Senna. The nice collision that they had there for the second time.
John.
He lost it just a bit. Can he hold on and get a faster time? Or is he's going to come into sector 2 just about now. He's up on his time, 1/10. Sets a purple sector 1. Can he get himself further up this leaderboard? He's got a lot of time to find here, though. 39.4.
He's struggling with his tyres, I think. He just cannot find the grip he needs.
You get points for pole, Absolute. No, you don't, unfortunately. You do get 2 for the fastest lap in the race.
We could introduce that next season. You never know.
Wasn't the actual Formula 1 thinking about doing something for that? I can't remember.
Possibly.
Came down the line that they had talks about it.
Here comes John coming into sector 3 now. The last few corners.
Riding on to his 130R.
Improving by a small amount.
Holding on to second. That's probably the best gear you can be. Easy on the brakes as you don't want to slide through the chicane.
Back to 3. It's a grip.
The car wants to twitch so much when you put the throttle down coming down through. There's a 39.3.
It does not move up the board. Here comes Anton on track. Put in an even faster time.
38.4.
Oh no, oh he matched it, he matched it. He went slower by literally less than a tenth. My fault. We misread that one. That was no, I think it was like, oh no, he matched it by 0.06, so it was a replica. Basically just a replica.
Let's see if Tomo
That's
can improve on
unfortunate,
this
yeah.
lap. Goes to
Oh,
38.6,
it
goes
does.
P2.
P2.
Beats out Raisin for
Live
that
good luck,
second
middle
position.
sector.
Jumping on through. Pepsi crosses the line. Does not improve. How does Goat do? Is he gonna top his? He goes P5 at 39.4. So these times are starting to come down. I think the rain. Oh no, the rain has not let up. I thought it let up just a bit, but I was mistaken. The sun does seem to be shining. Pepsi has retired. Has Pepsi retired? Oh, it looks like he's crashed out of qualifying,
That's
or
unfortunate.
yeah, he's crashed out
He's
after
done that
turn
in,
one.
yeah.
And Coco will get himself further up the
I
field. He's sitting
believe
on a 40.3.
Anton's in another lap. It's looking like he's in another lap.
Here comes Coco. Stays P9 for the time being. I think that was more of a warm-up round. He's going to give it one more go. Yellow sector 2. I think that was for Harrison moving over. I wonder if Harrison and his teammate Brother Goat are going to give each other just a bit of a tow. You know, running down the order, we only have. I'm looking at it. We have both Ferraris in, as qualifying does end. So these guys that are on the flyer right now are their last go around. Harrison's missing his entire front wing. I just noticed.
Oh,
Wonder what happened.
that's not what you want.
Here comes Goat. Can he improve and get himself further than P6? He is riding in overtake now. I think he's going to run out of ERS though before his lap is over.
He's not doing too great. He's
Boom has gone to
That's all
P2.
over for him.
38.5. Who's going to cross the
Very
line
good time.
next? Goat is going to be the next. No, he brings it into the kitty litter and dives into the
Yeah,
pits.
he messed up his last few corners, went wide.
It looks like Harrison's going to follow through. So who's going to be next? Is that Coco? Coco will
I
be the next
believe, yes.
to finish his lap. Can he get himself higher than P10? Sitting on a 40.3. He needs to find almost 3/10 just to get into P9. Sets up purple sector 2 though.
He's
Oh,
going
he's
up. Oh
lost it.
no!
He's
That's
lost it. Really cleanly done though
unfortunate.
to hold on, not find himself into the wall. That is unfortunate for Coco. He's gonna have to move that car
Anton is
because
on his way down now. He's up on his time by
big.
half a tenth. Can he make it? Can he even make a bigger improvement on his time?
He sets a purple sector
It would
2.
be
Can
a
Tom get
milestone to do so.
top 3 for this race?
Ooh, flipping slide.
Subbed in for Croce, who could not unfortunately make it for this race this evening. Can John get himself up in a higher position than
Big old
P6?
cut. Anton, that is it for Anton.
Goes
Cuts the last
P4.
corner.
Shuf, I think, is not going to have another lap. He's over with, as
No,
well as Coco. I think that's it.
That's it for us tonight. Very good attack from Woman and Tomo.
So
Surprisingly,
Anton
the McLaren down in fifth.
grabs the pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix, followed by new Racing Point driver this evening, Wu, who gets P2, and Tomo, I think I saw on P3.
Very nice. But can these people turn their one shots into a
They
full
will
race
have a dry
pace?
race, so it's going to be really interesting. We did see in Friday that the
Look how
shoulders were
close
out
it was.
in GP2.
That's a very close qualifying there between the top 3
So
and 4.
we're going to run down the order. Anton grabs pole position in the Japanese Grand Prix, followed by Wu P2, Tomo the Toro P3, John the reserve past driver this evening P4, Raisin P5, Schuth in P6, Goat P7, followed by his teammate in the Mercedes Harrison P8, Pepsi P9, and Coco round out the P10 or the top 10 for this grid that's going to line up. And oh man, I'm really excited for this race. It's going to be, I think it's going to be action packed.
Also, team managers who are watching, make sure your drivers know there's a 5-minute wait period for the new ones that have joined today.
Good shout on that one, Tom. After we roll in, we're going to roll in and I'm going to give you guys the update of the points. We're going to look at the combined points right now before we jump on. As you guys can see, as of before the GP2 race on Friday, Toro is holding on to the lead, and P1 Red Bull follows in P2. McLaren sitting P3. Ferrari is P4. Renault P5. Haas P6. Williams P7. Mercedes looking to bounce back strong tonight. P8. Alpha looking for a couple points to bag in after podium on GP2. P9 and Racing Point have a strong lineup this evening, sitting in P10, hoping to get a lot of points back. And we're going to cut away from that, and we're going to show you guys the points for GP1 going into this race. As you can see, Enzo currently leading the championship with 78 points, followed by Hamp in P2. Harrison sitting third. They have not y'all after two amazing podiums in the Canadian Grand Prix and the Chinese Grand Prix. Raisin sitting P5, Shoof P6, Tomo P7, Benny is in P8, Pepsi P9, Attic, who did not make it this evening, he does have a reserve driver, P10, Absolute P11, Anton P12, Goat P13, Exia P14, Dinner is in 15th. Croce, who did not make it this evening, unfortunately, for some personal reasons. We're going to give a big shout out to him. Hopefully everything gets better on his end. He is in 16th. Coco 17th. Ulsterstig is in 18th. Livid and Womb are in 19th and 20th. If you guys let that up until we get ready to go racing. Gonna ask you, SF Tom, what are you looking forward to in this race?
Oh, everything. Not a lot. Oh, this is good. I think the fight for first will be quite tight. Fight for the midfield and fight for any podium spot will be very fiercely attacked. I'm hoping to see Enzo make his way back up the field because he had a very shocking qualifying. Not put him down in any way, but not the greatest in the world. Harrison to do that title defense, I believe. Oh no, fight the title from Enzo because he got one last season.
Harrison has put himself in a good position, as well as Hamp, they're ahead of Enzo at the beginning of this race. Can they hold on to it, or is Enzo going to do what he normally does and just sneak through the field one lap by one lap? That's something we're going to have to watch. I know Enzo's really good at that. Now, this race typically is a one-stop or a two-stop, depending on what kind of compound you've gone on. I saw a couple of guys make it through on Q2 with the soft compound, so that will be an interesting look to see if anybody decides on the two-stop. But usually you're going to go for a one-stop, which would be a medium to a hard compound for the best strategic move. I know that's what, Tom, I think you went from the soft compound to the hard compound due to the early safety car in GP2, if I recall correctly.
I believe you can actually do a soft to medium.
Soft to
But
medium.
when you come to a safety, yeah, I think it's possible, but you've got to be so careful on your tires.
Daguerreo's here watching. What is going on, Daguerreo?
Whether the most preferred is probably a soft, medium, soft, or two mediums or two softs. But hards are a good choice. However, the way this track does work, a lot of safety cars do pop out, so it's worth. If you want to gamble it, go for a soft to medium and then wait for another safety car and put those softs on.
Now
I did the hard strategy and it was just very dependent on placement.
Now here's a quick question. Safety cars, how many do you think we'll see tonight?
Well, from Q1 I want to say 3, because the people were taking themselves out in Q1 on the first lap.
We saw 2 on GP2 on Friday.
No, you're wrong with those 3.
Was there 3? I know there was one towards the end, which gave you guys one heck of a shootout towards the end. I think it was a 7-lap race towards the end where we saw shoulders out more than we usually see. A couple of guys got quite punchy at the end of the race.
That's the closest I've ever been to a win. Still can't get it.
I thought you were going to take it on track because you had the guy right ahead of you and you were pushing.
Yeah, I saw. Well, and after I hit that 5 seconds, I was like, not again with these penalty warnings. But no, I thought, so you know what? Let's go for on track. And I got past. I was like, yes.
It looks like
I had such a bad exit. I was like, it's all over. Yeah,
guys
here
are
we
set
go.
up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go. So we're going to set off on the formation lap, ladies and gentlemen, and then it'll be lined up, waiting for those 5 red lights to go. I cannot wait for this race. The Japanese Grand Prix is one of those that I always look forward to on the calendar, especially from a commentator's point of view. We're going to click away from that. Get ready to go. This is going to be an interesting race. 20 drivers enter the Japanese Grand Prix. How many are we going to be left with? It looks like Bloom was not quite ready. But it looks like everybody is just about off the line to the formation lap. I'm sure everybody's on their way. Yep, that is good to see. So
I
everybody's
don't like making this sort of. I don't like making this sort of call, but I want to see him lose at least 5 drivers tonight.
5 drivers you think are going to exit this race and not finish.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we only have none, actually 1 or 2. Towers is talking about his big comeback from GP2. That was probably one of the best races I've seen from you guys so far this season.
Here's your question:
Oh.
Who's going to be the biggest mover on lap 1?
Raisin got a little feisty and decided to enter into the gravel on his formation lap, so hopefully he can get those tires up to temperature and get the dirt off of them. There's one thing about F1 2019 is if you have a bad formation lap or you get damage or dirt on those wheels, it's with you at the beginning of the race. So it's really important for a lot of these guys to take it a bit easy. 0 incidences, please, from Carlos.
Who's going to be the biggest mover on lap 1? Do you think?
I'm looking at Enzo. I'm looking at Harrison.
I'm going to say Hamilton. It's got an unfortunate disconnection. I think Hamilton might have a good start.
There's a couple guys that can make a lot of positions. I'm looking at Third Dinner. He's good at coming through the field early on during the races. It's just all about who can get a good start and keep the front end clean, really. But here we are, jumping on board with Anton as he's lining up to go form this formation. Dicaris hesitating. All right. Can Wu get a good start off the line? Tomo can get a good start off the line. We've seen it before. John, the reserve driver for the Haas. Let's see what kind of a line he can get in through this race. But everybody's starting to line up, coming through the last bit of the track. Oh, this is everybody, please have a good, clean first corner. So we're going to get rid of that mini-map now and get the tire situated up for you guys. A couple guys have gone for the medium compound. Waiting for those 5 red lights, though, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Waiting for the 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix. Here they are on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are lit, and we are away for the Japanese Grand Prix. Here we go. Looks like Anton gets a really good start. There's a Mercedes out to the corner. Look at Wu. He's going to get a good start. He's going to attack in the first corner. Oh, side by side they go. Bit of a touch, but they kept it clean. Gets a bit of a run on Anton. No, Tomo's going to look for a move on here. Tomo's battling as everybody threw clean and taking a look.
Oh,
a couple of taps, I think.
Someone didn't move. Is that the safety car?
I think we have a virtual safety car.
K-Badman lost his entire wing. He's lost his whole wing.
We have a safety car. K-Badman's lost his entire wing. Up deep, they were at Renault. Hamp gets a 5-second. So already before the first lap is complete, we have a safety car. His brother fell to P16. I wonder what happened there. Hamp's lose. Oh!
5 seconds for Enzo. That's not what you want.
And he's missing a big chunk of his wing too. He's gonna have to dive for the pits. Oh. The hards will take you to the end. So
bad to worse for Enzo.
Oh, Enzo is getting a bit punchy with Not Y'all. How about
Look
everybody
at that.
else?
Hamlet's up 4 places off the start, along with Not Y'all.
Not Y'all. He does have his full wing though, so he's all right. Enzo, unfortunately, had a collision with him.
Going wide into the first turn, loses 9 places. That's not what you want.
Yeah, goes down the order. I think he can turn this around though. Enzo gets a 5-second for
another 5 seconds.
He's just playing with fire here, I think.
His move's gone from bad to worse.
I think he's getting a bit punchy with Not Y'all. No,
there's okay, he's inside.
I think Not Y'all's clipping it.
Ooh, what on earth is...
Enzo dives to the pits. He is the first to pit. Looks like Hamp dives to the pits as well. Absolute dives to the pits. Enzo has retired from the pit. He's had enough.
That's all. That's real unfortunate.
But where is the safety car exactly?
What, Absolute's also got a pit.
He's
Safety car is under the bridge
served
currently.
his 5 second though, so he's gonna get a new wing. Hey Badman's getting a new wing. Hamp's on his way out. Alright, let's
Tell you
look
what makes me
through.
laugh though, only 3 people have not moved. Tomo stayed in P3, Shoof is in P6, and Pepsi is stayed in P9. Everyone else has made a position change.
I'm looking at Raisin and Anton on that medium compound. I wonder what they're going to be able to do once these soft compounds start to go off. And since the safety car's out, usually the soft compound lasts about 10 laps before you have to pit. They might be able to extend those depending on how hard they drive behind the safety car until about lap 12 or 13. All really depends on how hard they attacked. Here we go. Running through.
So it shouldn't be too long for after the safety car's done, because it's been on since before that one was even over.
I
So
don't know, because Amp is
ending
really far
next
behind.
lap.
It's 24 seconds, so he's got quite a bit to catch up. As well as, yeah. Enzo has left the session. You can understand why, unfortunately. We'll have to see what happens with that in the steward's room. Anton sitting in P2. Got the best of Woom, who actually made one heck of a move around the inside of turn 1 to get the lead of this race so far. Donald sitting P3, Raisin P4, John P5, Shoof P6 currently, Harrison P7, Coco P8, Pepsi is in P9, Not Y'all is P10, Stig has moved up to P11, Benny P12, Exy is in P13, Goat has fallen down to P14 unfortunately. It looks like Dinner is in P15. The Renault observed this evening is in 16th, Hamp 17th, Absolute is in 18th, and K, after a bad incident I think that happened in the beginning of this race, is sitting P19. He's popped on the soft compound though, so he's going to give it another go. He will have a lot of pace at the beginning of this restart. But definitely the safety car should be in this lap around. We're going to be back to green flag racing. Already a bit of controversy in the Japanese Grand Prix, as it usually always is. Turn 1 is a hard turn to navigate when there are 20 cars battling for positions. Only time will tell. We do have a lot of laps left in this race, and it looks like nobody has decided to dive for the hard compounds to take them to the end. So I think everybody on this field is going to have to make another, if not their first pit stop, it's going to have to make their second pit stop. Safety car should just about be in soon. When is it going to be indicated? A lot of guys behind them warming their tires. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car is going to pull in. We're going to actually ride. Is Wu going to back bunch him up? He is. He does have the right to set the pace for this restart. Let's hope everybody comes around this corner and notices it. We're going to ride with Tomo now as we're going to gear up for this restart.
How slow does he... Wait, is it a male or a female driver?
Here we go, he's a male, here we go. Wu gets on the gas. Here,
go.
Anton follows through. Tomo does really well too. Doesn't get caught up. And Raisin's right there. Back to green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like John had a good start. Is Anton going to have... He's a little bit behind. Look at the battle between John and Raisin here. Is he going to think about making... No, he backs out of it. Shoof's following right there really closely. Harrison is in P7, looking to battle up through. Coco doing really well this evening in P9 or P8. Not Y'all is in P9. Pepsi, there's a move between Hamp and Hubby. Looks like Hamp's gotten his way through. Is Absolute going to think about it, sitting down there in P18. Anybody else severely close with each other? The guys up at the top, Shoof, fighting here. Can you think about making a move on John? Wu is starting to put a bit of a gap between himself and Anton, although Anton is on the medium compounds. With this overcast, I feel like the tires aren't going to be as warm as they could be on a restart. Hey, Batman gets around Absolute. Wonder what happened. through. Looking at the deltas, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Benny is starting the battle. Also stay really close here. Can he get a good run on this backstretch? Nightmare on the chat rooting for Anton, Raisin, and Coco. Here goes Benny. Can he get a good run on Stig? I don't think he's close enough.
Don't think he's enough.
He's gonna think about it. No, he's not gonna. He's gonna back away.
No, thank you very much.
And making room on dinner. It's already got around dinner. Anton sits past the slap.
Contact with Exia.
Oh, Hubdy and K-Badman. Here comes Absolute. He's gonna think about making a move on K-Badman. Is he gonna peel it to the inside? DRS not yet available for these drivers. It should be just about the next lap.
Ooh, he's gonna hold it back, surely.
He's gonna no, yeah, he's gonna hold it back.
Hey.
Oh, he's gonna think about moving. He backed out of that as well. Evil's rooting for his teammates, Goat and Harrison. I'm gonna jump back through here.
Anton not letting women pass through again.
Oh, Harrison's got around shoot.
Oh,
Harrison's up to P6 now. This could bode well for Harrison as Enzo has left this race. Stig gets a 3-second time penalty.
He's fighting for podium positions.
Let's jump on board racing. This is a four-way battle for the lead. And Moom is leading this, followed by Tomo. You have Anton right up there. Raisin's trying to hold on to these guys. Back to the backstretch, these guys. DRS should be open for these drivers come next lap around. How about it? Who else is close? Not y'all is getting a move on Coco.
On P1 right now. Anton can go for a move if you can.
Thinking about making a move. Looks like Moon holds the inside. He's going to switch around side by side. This is going to allow Tomo and Raisin to get closer. Oh, look. Tomo's going to think about a move on Anton. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is starting to kick off between these guys. Four-way battle for the leads. Pretty much what you want to see. Tomo gets a bit of the grass going up into the hill. We have a second one yellow. Looks like it's Coco.
Oh, no, it's not.
Coco. Oh, Coco. There's a lot of wings for this thing here. Coco and Pepsi. Severe collision. Is Pepsi going to move? I think he's clipping. Something is happening between Coco and Pepsi.
Coco has no damage on him, so it would seem Pepsi may have gone into the back of him.
I'm not sure. I missed it, whatever happened. And these guys
Anton and Tom still sticking to the P1 now, along with Raisin, and also John now, and Harrison, and Shoes.
That second sector is just where Woom picks up the gap between Anton. But here in the third sector, I think Woom is running a bit more downforce, so it gets through the S's, and some of those tight corners a little faster.
Anton does have the straight line speed, and he regretted it again now. Look at the speed he has with that slipstream added onto it.
Gonna go down to the third dinner though. He's battling Exia here. Can third dinner get a run on Exia here? He's thinking about it. Is he gonna make a move? He's gonna go for an inside line on Exia. Are they gonna go side by side through 180R?
He has a good old line.
But Exia holds on to the gap. It looks like third dinner thinks better of it, backs out of it. Oh, K-Badman's right behind. Third dinner though. Ooh, K-Badman runs a bit wide. Dinner's gonna have another run here.
Third dinner on Exia. Third dinner on Exia.
That's why I'm here.
Side with Exia down the main street.
They go on the inside. DRS is available now for these drivers. Should he get the job done? He goes through.
Makes it through.
Exia is gonna follow through right behind him. These guys on the medium should be able to take him a lot farther though. But nevertheless, I gotta jump back more here with the battle for the lead as these guys are pushing each other to the max here. Anton trying to hold on to Boom.
Again there, holds it.
Look at John. John's starting to catch this battle. So is Harrison.
Yeah.
It is going to be a six-way battle for the lead. It is going to be a six-way battle for the lead here soon.
Oh, Badman on Exia.
Oh, K-Badman's already made a move around Exia. Dinner's up through to P13, putting the gap and the pace on through. Not Y'all gets a 3-second time penalty. So right now, I believe Stig and Not Y'all are the two that have gotten a track exceeding warning into a time penalty. Look, K-Badman's now working on Dinner. Look at the pace he has already.
Anton on the back of Woman now with DRS. That's a good run out of turn.
Side by
Last turn.
side.
DRS
K-Batman gets on his way through. Anton sets the
Hey, good.
fastest
Anton
lap.
on Woman.
Stig and the Benny are fighting here as
Oh
well.
Ooh, they touch.
They touched. Anton had to back out of it.
Anton. Yeah, no, he didn't. He made contact, lost some wing. He timed it a little bit too late and went right into the back of Woman.
He does. He's missing an end plate.
He held on though. That was close to a loss.
Tomo has left the
Who
session.
has left
Oh,
the
Tomo's
session?
going to need an invite back.
I'll send one. I'll find him.
That's the fastest way to do it is if you go to your recent players.
Yeah, it's loading it.
So this might help Raisin get through. John holding on to P5. Looking at the deltas as well. It looks like Ulsterstig is closing in. I think Goat got around Ulsterstig. Yeah, as well as Benny. I think something happened to Stig. He's falling down to P11. Dinner trying to hold on to the back of K-Batman. It all kicks up Tomo's joint. That's good. Let's see if he can get back in his car. Because Raisin's about to attack and overtake that Toro Rosso.
He's already through it.
He just got through. John's going to have a look here soon, too.
It's John now.
Harrison's not too far off. It looks like Anton's backed off of Wu. I think he's going to wait until Wu's soft compounds go off. Oh, Absolute gets a 3-second time penalty. Raisin is thinking about making a move. John gets around Tomo. Tomo's ghosting car, I believe, is pulled into the pits. That's probably not exactly what you want from a ghost car. So Harrison in P5. These guys, it's just so close. What do I watch? Goat on Stig now. Let's jump through with these guys. A couple guys making moves as Tomo has pitted for the medium compound. It's going to be quite a stretch, but he should be able to get through. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Benny's lost out. Benny's lost the control of the car, and he's spun into the wall there.
Oh no.
So Stig's moved up to P8, as Goat's right there behind him. Sector 1 yellow for Benny. Exy's gone on through. Benny's got the car situated, he's back on the track. Lane. I think he's going to have to pit, though. Because this is one of the tracks that K-Batman's got a 3-second time penalty. It is one of the tracks that demands some type of downforce, and when you're missing that wing, it's going to be hard.
Raisin gets past Anton.
Anton is missing that end plate, so Raisin...
Anton is struggling with that end plate now. Oh, okay, Raisin is now...
Raisin said, I think, thank you. But here we go. Is Anton going to come back at him? Yeah, John is not too far off either. Harrison's sitting in the wake. I think Harrison... Jumping on through... I don't know where to watch. These guys are all close. I'm going to watch these guys for a bit. Anton...
Oh, John Pitts.
Oh, yeah, John Pitts. So does Shoof. Anton, is he going to make a move here? I think Raisin's trying to peel away so he can try to pick up the gap between himself and Wu. Both on the medium compound. Shoot, got taken. Exia gets a 3-second time penalty. Daguerre said Anton left. Raisin passed through. Probably the best call because Raisin has a clean wing.
Goes. Got to find some penalty for speeding the pit lane.
Jeez. The penalties coming in thick and thin.
Hamplex is up 11, 12 positions now.
The one yellow. Who is that for? Oh, it's Batman. He's off.
Oh, is it? Wait,
Batman has pretty much crashed to the same place Benny has. He's got to be careful when he gets back on track. There he goes through Brother Goat.
There's his wing on as well. He's going to pit for that.
Benny's on his way out of the pits. Hubdy, his reliant teammate. Hamp is retired from the raid. Oh no, he's left the session. He's going to need to invite back in.
Ooh, okay,
he's got a lot of clean air, so he's doing alright. He just needs to get back in as quick as possible. Evil says stop pitting.
He's left.
He's going to need it. I wonder if he's had enough. Best to send him an invite to get him back in. Is Goat missing a bit of his... Did he? John, 3-second time penalty. Nevertheless, jumping through. Shoof and Absolute here. Closest battle. Looks like Ben. Womb's pulled in the pits. Now y'all's pulled in the pits as well. Here we go, side by side. Shoof and Absolute. Red Bull versus the Toro. Benny has left the session as well. I think Benny's had enough. Oh, he's DNF'd. or he's retired in the pits and can't tell. But here we go,
I
Shoot
believe
and Absolute
no,
shoulders
he
are
was
out.
in Sector 1. He retired from racing himself.
And Absolute get a good run. They get through. Not Y'all has just come out of the pits. Not Y'all making his one and only pit stop for this race. Lap 11 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen. Not even halfway through this race, and so much has
Harrison's
already
now on the
happened.
back of Anton now, taking advantage of his full wing compared to Anton's semi-broken.
Bad man dove in the pits.
Losing the back end a little bit there.
Not Y'all working on Absolute though. These two have had a bit of controversy before. Can Not Y'all make a good clean pass? Absolute holds onto the inside. It was a bit wide. Can Not Y'all get a run through? Here going up the hill into the hairpin. Is
side by side.
Is
This is
not
getting ready.
Absolute's gonna hold on to the inside.
Tomo's
Tomo's looking session. He's gonna need an invite back.
Holds on.
That was a bit punchy. Sector 2 yellow. Not sure. Third dinner gets a 3-second time penalty. What has happened to John's off? He's crashed off. He's that was close.
That was insanely close.
I think Exia is spun off too.
Yep.
Tomo's joined. Hopefully he can get himself back in. Here goes Not Y'all.
Harrison into the pits.
Harrison dives into the pits for the medium compound to take him to the end. Stig has gotten himself up to P3. Anton there sitting in P2, just letting Raisin hold on. Harrison on his way out. Can he come out ahead of that Red Bull of Shoof? Here comes Shoof. It's right on board. There's Harrison. Looks like Harrison gets the position. Joins in P7. Not Y'all does get around Absolute from the start-finish line straight with DRS. So it should see him peel away. Absolute still needs to make a pit stop. Exia is sitting on P11. Goat catching up to Tomo. Tomo is back in his car. Oh, brother goes right on the back of Tomo though. It's right on through. Tomo's right ahead of Goat. Goat's Tomo's backed off.
Whoa!
That was close. I wonder what that was about. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Carlos.
Skeptical.
That was those interesting tactics for sure. So K-Bad Man, I think, has had enough.
Tactics or
gonna let his car. Stig is now 11.5 seconds off the 2 leaders. Is he gonna make it dive for a pits? He doesn't want to stay on those soft compounds too much longer, as he'll start losing a lot more time compared to the guys behind him, such as Woon, who's dove for the pits, Harrison, who's dove for the pits, and Stig is in the pits. Where is Woo? He's coming through the chicane now to come down the start-finish line. Harrison's not too far off. Does have Shoof right behind him, though. Woo sets the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, third dinner has got himself up to P5. Just ahead of Harrison. I know Dinner's going to have to pit here soon. John sets the fastest lap of the race. I can't keep what's going on here. This is absolutely crazy. Whoa, Exia, bit of touch with John. They go off. Both of them go off. That was close between the 2 alphas. Easy does it. Exia does really well to hold on to the car. No wing damage, as I can tell. Exia has had enough. He's retired the car.
That's not what you want to see when you can get points for any position in this race.
No, that's exactly what I'm thinking as well. So absolutely now.
Anyway.
Up to P9.
2 drivers going past now.
Hamp's still not into his car right now. Hopefully he can get himself back in. As Wu goes a bit wide and gets a 3-second time penalty for that. Not Y'all has left the session. He's going to need an invite back in. The connection must be really terrible today. I'm not sure what's going on. I never have a problem. I don't know what's going on. Betsy's got himself back up to P16. Coco now working on Hub D. Can Coco make a move on Hub D? As Goat now with Absolute. Third dinner and Harrison.
Harrison gets past.
Oh, that was close.
Now third dinner's got a chance now. Oh no, Harrison gets DRS. Shoof is also getting past third dinner. Third dinner needs to fix those tyres now. They're just absolutely warm.
Look at this. Absolute holds the inside. Protogoat's going to go to the outside. Touches a bit of the grass. It's going to impede on his entry.
Goats go
Goat goes
wide,
really
goats go
wide.
very wide.
Hangs onto the car, though. Really well done. Hubdy gets a 10-second for corner cutting. Oh, that's a 10-second for a second, and then a 3-second.
He's had a spin. He's been given an unfair 10-second penalty there.
John's left the session. He's going to need an invite back in.
What is happening?
Oh, Schoof is spun out. Schoof is disqualified for going the wrong way.
Schoof? Oh, Schoof that.
This is an absolute bizarre race, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need to laugh.
I don't think that's real. I don't think that. Oh,
Schoof has left.
What is going on?
It was real.
Okay, that is. Oh,
Second to yellow.
Can't comment without making no sense.
Racing goes on through. Anton dives to the pits. Can get a through as Anton has dove to the pits. He's going to have to get in the front wing as well. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He decided against
He's happy with his wing.
He wants to get out ahead of Wu.
Look at the gap.
There's Wu in the background.
I don't know. I don't think Anton's going to get ahead. I don't think he's going to be ahead. He's on softs. He's going to have to pit again. Anton's going to pit again.
Oh, he is. You can bring those 12 laps if you want to.
Yeah, actually you can.
It's going to be a push, but he can do so. But Raisin's sitting in the catbird seat here. This is his race to lose. He's just got to hold on to it. Wu in P2 right now. Hamp is sadly ghosting right now in P3. Harrison, Dinner, let's run on through. Goat and Absolute still side by side. This is a battle. Let's ride on board with Stig. It's Goat side by side. There's a bit of contact. Absolute is around.
That was a lane move by Absolute. I've got to be honest, I think that's all Absolute's fault. In a bit
Sector 1 yellow.
Anyway, moving on.
Still Sector 1 yellow. Absolute situates his car.
He's alright. He's moving now.
That was a bit interesting. As Anton gets through the ghosting car of Ham. Stig now not too far off of Protogoat. Closest battle on track between the... Actually, no, Hamp is ghosting, so that is correct.
Hamp's ghosting.
And can you send Hamp another invite?
They can.
It is all kicked off here.
He said it was online 7 minutes ago. That's not good to see. Anyway, invite him to see. Let's hope he can get onto that. He's behind Anton now.
This is the closest battle right now, so we have a bit of a chill moment with just about 10 laps to go.
Stig on Goat now, I believe, or maybe just been passed by Goat.
He was battling Goat. It looks like Goat's tires are starting to help pull away. Raisin gets a 3-second time penalty. Evil says with all the safety or the sector yellows, might as well just throw a safety car in at this rate. I would love to see a safety car at this rate to see what happens towards the end. But I know a lot of these drivers, especially racing.
Harrison gaining on the ghosting car of Ham.
Absolute dives for the pits. Okay, I thought Coco and him have a battle. Through Harrison's gonna move his way on through Hamp's ghosting Red Bull. This is unfortunate for the Red Bull team.
And Absolute. Oh, Absolute pits, my bad.
Yeah, Hub D gets on through. Pepsi's not too far off. There is Absolute coming out of the pits now. So he might just have a battle depending on how quickly. Although Absolute is on a soft compound, so he should peel away pretty quickly. So Harrison does make his way on through.
Fine.
Stig holding on P9. Let's see if Kamo can have a good push to get himself caught back up. But these guys do have a time penalty, so 10 laps remain of this Japanese Grand Prix. And it has been relatively interesting. Oh, Raisin pits! Woon was taking the lead. Anton's gonna go through. No, Anton's held up. Goat's gotten a 3-second time penalty. Tom, can you send Hamp another invite? I think he's trying to reset.
Okay, Doke.
He's trying to get in, I think.
Yeah, he's back online. Boom. There's an invite.
He's sitting in 5th, so he still has a good race so far.
He does need pit though. That's unfortunate. Oh no, wait, does it? I don't think he has to pit. He probably should, but I don't think he has to.
Let's take a look at the
He
biggest
is in.
moves today. Hampton's gone up 14 positions. Third dinner's gone up 12 positions. Good candidate right now for driver of the day. Not y'all 7 positions,
However,
Nick 6.
5th and 6th do need to pit.
And the biggest losers, unfortunately, Schufer's out of this race at 14 positions lost. Right now, the biggest losers on this race are the guys that are sitting P10, P11, and P12. Actually, not P12, P10 and P11. John and Tomo down 7 positions. Look at the stops. It looks like Absolute's made 2 stops. K Badman's made 2 stops. His car is ghosting. Everybody but Third Dinner has yet to stop. Stig is getting another 3-second time penalty. When it rains, it pours. I'm gonna jump back through with the tire compound.
Even though the sun is out.
What?
Even though the sun is out.
Ham's stoked for the pits. He's making his pit stop now. He's back in
Tell you
this
what,
race. Dinner's stoked for the pits as
Raven
well.
and Anton are gaining on P1 now. It's down to 2.2 seconds from 3 seconds now.
Both of them are on a fresh, soft compound. This is gonna be. I think Woom's gonna have to put his shoulders out as hard as he can to hold on to this lead. Whoa, gets a little bit tail happy there. As Raisin's there, I think Anton's battling a bit of that wing damage still. Looking through, some of the gaps are pretty spaced out now. Tomo gets on through. Dinner comes out of the pits now with a soft compound, trying to get that fastest lap. Look through, got gaps pretty spaced out now. I think we're going to have a battle for the lead here in about half a lap, though. So we're going to ride on board with...
Oh no, half a corner.
The half a corner. Anton sitting in P3, here we go.
A second now. I think we'll see a battle with Harrison and Anton now, because it's struggling with that wing damage now.
Harrison is on 6 laps.
Yeah, Harrison might get podiums.
We're going to ride with Raisin as he's caught up to Woo really quickly. Several laps.
Open.
Interesting talking points this evening. Sector 2 yelled safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Humdy has retired from this session. He has crashed out.
He has done it.
So, if everybody wanted that safety car for a shootout here at the end.
Why has he done it?
He is...
Let's get under the bridge.
He's underneath the bridge, yeah, he's crashed out.
That's unfortunate there. Now, this could put Raisin and Anton in prime position with their fresher tyres. Safety cars save their tyres and they get more power towards the end.
Not y'all's pitted.
Although Woman can
Stick
also
pitted.
hold those tyres as well.
Third thing is come on through. Looks like Tomo's pitted. Sean's still ghosting, unfortunately.
Coco's in the pit as well, along with like 4 or 5 pitters there, was it?
So who is going to make the best out of this?
This is going to be a shootout.
It's going to be a shootout. Evil's pumped.
I'm going to do an update on penalties, because this could be a big game changer here. Woman. Is it women or women?
I'm just going to call him Woo.
Woo's
a good one.
There's a penalty and 2 warnings. So close. Raisin with 1 penalty and warning. Anton with nothing except for warnings. Harrison with 2 warnings. Goat with a 5-second penalty and an extra warning. And Ham with 2 penalties, 2 warnings.
I'm going to give you a nice call out, Tom. You guessed it correctly so far. We've lost out 5 drivers. That was your prediction at the beginning of this race.
Woon pits.
Woon pits. Raisin pits. Anton pits.
Anton getting
Harrison
a wing change.
pits.
Is he getting that wing change?
Is Ghost going to pit? Harrison gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. That's a bit of a late call. He was already sitting in his pits. Goat's going to stay out.
That's not good for him, but that's really not good.
Goat's going to be...
Still in it. Oh, Goat could be in P1.
He's going to be in P2.
Goat. P2. Oh, gosh.
Becker's in the chat, rooting on Dinner.
Perfectly.
I don't know, I think...
Here we go.
It's unfortunate for Ham. Ham is on 16 lap old.
Who will win this race on track? On track, who's going to win? Who can put your money on?
Woom just got fresh softs. Raisins just got fresh softs.
So did everyone.
But
Top 5 have fresh tyres other than Goat.
Raisin's gonna have to battle around Goat to get up to Woom, so it's gonna be a difficult call. This is gonna get spicy.
Oof.
Get those clips ready. I think this is gonna be an interesting finish.
I'm sorry, Harrison. I don't know. I think it's going to be the 1, 3, 4, and 5. I think they'll get past Goat fairly quickly, just because of the tyre situation. And then it's going to be. I think if Woom can get the start how he needs it, he will be in perfect position to win this race.
It's gonna be.
Depending how much of a fight Goat will put up.
It's gonna be feisty. So it looks like.
This is.
Oh no, Ham's gonna need another invite.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Don't think the safety car will
another
be
driver. Ooh, hold on. The other driver you can't count out is also Ham. He's not on the freshest of softs, but he's on softs that are fresh. You don't count him out yet.
I'm looking. Now y'all has gone through to
He's got pushed
P6
away
because
from
Ham's
that.
getting pushed back because he's ghosting.
Oh no, don't be doing that.
Safety car will go around one more lap. And it'll be a 6-lap shootout for this race. As a driver,
with what AIs.
This has got to be so frustrating. I think, your adrenaline at the beginning of the race was high to begin with at the start of the race, but now, following the safety car, you're going to have 6 laps to the end for a shootout, and everybody behind you is on the same strategy.
This is essentially a 5-lap race now. That's it. Forget everything else. This is a 5-lap race.
You'll have DRS for 2 of those remaining laps as well, so no holds barred. It's anybody's game towards the end of this race, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be action-packed.
Ham has full ERS. Not your has full. Actually, what's the point of saying that? Everyone's got full ERS. You'll have all the ERS you want.
I think it's going to come down to really who has the most fuel, just to keep it enriched the entire time and really fight. As Ham's going down the order because he's ghosting.
Destroy the engine.
As well, Tomlin's going to get himself back up to P10 if he gets allowed to pass the Ghost car of John. Coco is picking up the pace to get back up on these guys. Absolute is peeling up through. Pepsi is starting to pull back through. So guys in the chat, I know you guys are watching. Predictions, top 3, give them a go. And if you're into it, give us your prediction for driver of the day. I'll be interested to see what you guys think of. Oh, this race. This is why I mean, this track and the Japanese Grand Prix are the two that I feel, not the Japanese, the German Grand Prix are the two I feel are like the most chaotic when it comes to racing. And I think that's ultimately why I enjoy it. But here we go. Safety car is in, ladies and gentlemen. It is up to Woom to make the pace for this. Looks like Raisin's holding back. Harrison's holding back just a bit. Getting ready to go. We're actually going to jump on board with Harrison as Woom's really stacked the field. Brother Goat's ready to go. Raisin's ready to go. Here we go. Restart has happened. Oh, Brother Goat's lost the traction. He's spun out. Harrison almost does the same. Back end's gone a bit soft. That is unfortunate for the Mercedes duo this evening. Goat's dropped down back to the back of P15. Riding on board with Anton. He's going to have Harrison right ahead of him. Woom has already brought out a 1.1 second gap. Harrison's really trying to hold on here. Anton's right there. Not y'all's right there. Tomo gets up to P10 or P9. John's ghosting car is P10. Coco can have a look here. It looks like somebody's trying to join. Not y'all to win, I think. I think Not y'all does have a time penalty. But here we go. Raisin gets on through. Can he bring that gap between himself and move down? Oh, the battle between Anton and Harrison here. It's side by side. Job well done by the both not to make any contact. This is Not y'all's right there as well. He's thinking about making a move here soon. Stig's up to P8. Dinner's up to P7. He's thinking about making a move on Ham. Ham's still ghosting. Gonna run on with these two here. Wu has actually put his throttle down. He's 1.2 seconds. Still a bit of laps to go, though. Anything can happen. Anton's making a move. He's trying to get around Harrison. Harrison holds on to that line. Is Anton going to think about saying it? Have a Daniel Ricciardo move. He's going to do it. He thinks about it side by side. Ooh, a bit of a touch there. Real Nayal's going to think about coming through as well. Looks like Anton's going to give it a squeeze to Anton. Wu sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Nayal's going to think about making a move. Is he going to do it? No, I think he's going to hold back just this lap. Wait for the DRS right on his gearbox. Ooh, that was close. These guys are punchy now. Couple laps remaining. Wu has picked up a 1.4 second gap between himself and P2. Look at Tomo now and Stig. Tomo's trying to hold on. Coco's thinking about making that mix. 2 Tours right there. Absolute. And again, and also Stig get back up to Dinner. Dinner is thinking about collecting Hamp here soon. I can't speak. This is so much. Not y'all right behind. Anton right behind Harrison. Harrison's got to make some kind of move to get that 5 second a race, so he picks up a lot of good points here. Looks like the two ghosting cars of... Oh, John's back in, or... No, they're both ghosting. Alright, let's jump through. Oh, Hamp looks like Dinner gets his way through. Tomo gets through on Stig. Stig now has Coco right behind him. Stig goes a bit wide. Easy not to touch the gravel there. Jumping on through. Anton now with Harrison. Lap 23. Actually, it's going to be 23. Here we go. Absolutely gets a 3 second time penalty. Anton moves to the inside. Lap 24, 27. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a squeeze. They go into the first corner. Harrison holds on. Harrison gets a 3 second time penalty. I think he went wide just to avoid any collision with Anton. Unfortunately, collects a 3 second time penalty for that.
You've got Coco on Stig, and you've got Stig on Tomo.
Stig is...
You've got Roy on Harrison.
Stig's going to back out. That's going to allow Coco to have a look here through. I think Stig's starting to struggle with the S's just a bit. Maybe riding a little bit too high ERS. Oh, look at this. It looks like Tomo's gotten through. He's got Dinner in his sights now. Can Tomo make a move here soon on Dinner? Raisin has brought that gap down, though, ladies and gentlemen. The lead is cut in half. He's within the DRS range. Can Raisin have a go at Wu here? Harrison trying to hold on to the back of Anton. Not y'all about a second behind. Tomo, though, with Dinner. Close battle on track. I see Absolute with Coco as well. Stig's not too far off of him. That's going to help Stig with DRS if he can find it. Here we go, down the back stretch. He's going to think about Tomo on Dinner on his way through. Dinner, I thought, backed out of that just a bit. He's right. Raisin now within a half a second of the leader. Stig is going to have DRS on the ghosting car of Hamp, though. That's going to help him in his cause to try to pull back. Go gets a 3 second time penalty.
Go, 3 seconds.
On his way through. I think I saw a bit of a glitch there from Absolute or Coco, one of the two. Stig's found himself up to P9. He's got to attack these S's a bit cleaner, though, if he wants to get up through. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, a battle for the lead is about to ensue.
Right on woman now. Woman. I can't say it.
2.5 laps remain in this Japanese Grand Prix. Who is going to win this race?
I'm jinxing it. I'm so sorry, Anton. The way penalties are going currently, Anton is actually going to win this race, I believe.
By penalties?
Yes. Because the two ahead both have 3 second time penalties. So, and Anton is yet to have a penalty. So he could, if he sticks with them, he can still get the net win. Not on track, but he can still win it. Or he can still win it on track if he gets some pace.
Yeah, I think he's put the throttle down too. He's brought that gap down between himself and the two ahead of him.
Oh, here goes Raisin.
I'm thinking, oh, that was a quick call. Boom, and here we're going to battle. Into the last final chicane until the start, 26th penultimate lap of this race. Anton is catching these guys like crazy. Anton gets a 3 second time penalty. It's even on track now. He's going to have to do this on track.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Raisin is on his way through,
So-
leading this race.
Here we go.
Coco gets
This
a...
could be. This is a. Oh, this is tight now. Oh, really good run. Oh no,
He
dude.
thought about it,
He thinks better of it.
but he backed out.
He thought better of it.
If Marcus has got to be here watching his team.
That's it, Anton, within a second now. This is going to be a mad last lap.
Yeah, mad lap and a half.
Oh, I'm getting
He gets a really good run.
Really,
This is where I
really
think Wu makes a lot of his time up on these two. I think he's running a bit more downforce. You can see he attacks. Raisin, I think, is struggling a bit as Wu gets a really good run through there. Right there is Antonio as well.
Anton, right.
He's thinking about it.
That's it. A lap and a half shootout now. This is it.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Lap and a half shootout, as Tom said. Coco gets his way through. Also sick. I'm sorry, I would watch a couple of the other battles, but this is Titanic in the making, that's for sure.
And it's all equal. Any one of these can win now.
They have to do it on track. They're all equal on time penalties. Each of these guys have a 3-second. Looks like Raisin pulls the inside.
That's amazing.
Here we go. Anton.
Who can get the
Run
run out
forward.
of top next corner then?
Final lap here coming up. All of them take a bit of that curve. Oh, Woon's lost it. Woon's lost it.
Oh, he's upside down.
Harrison's up to P3.
Anton
Not y'all's
or
P4.
Raisin. Oh, they're both weaving. That's mean.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So Anton can still win this race if he
Who's
wants
your
to
money
take
on? Who's your money on?
it. Don't know. Raisin's right there. It depends on how bad these
Not
two are
your
going to battle it.
Harrison. Not your Harrison though. 2 tenths.
Oh, yeah. Harrison's down in the order right now. Tomo could have a good shot here. Les Stig is on absolute as well. Pepsi's going up. What is happening? Oh, no. Pepsi's lost it. Pepsi's lost it in the turn. Jumping back through.
Everything happened on the last.
Everything happened in the shootout.
I think Anton might have a good run.
Yellow
but
sector
he's
one, I
struggling
think
to keep
that
with it
is
now.
for Pepsi.
Not yo, he's going to have a challenge on Harrison now. Harrison has something to really fight for now.
Sector 1
He
yellow.
wants
Not
to
sure
win
what
this on
that's for.
track.
What an absolute race this has been.
Not your is not finished yet. Not your wants to get this P3 on
Anton's going to
track.
have one final go at it, and he does have a lot of straight line speed. Can he make the move here?
I don't think he's got it. No,
I think he's going to let...
he's too far away.
Yeah, is he going to make a dive? No, I think he's going to hold on to it. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Japanese Grand Prix. What a solid race this evening. Raisin is going to cross the line and win this Grand Prix, followed by Anton, who smacks it into the wall. Harrison crosses the line P3, but will not stay there as Not Y'all goes into P3. Tomo goes into P4. Harrison drops to P5. Dinner P6. Coco goes P5. Harrison P6. Stig has gone P11.
Yes, recover.
Go P11.
Go.
A couple guys here ghosting at the end. Where is these guys gonna finish? There you guys go. Goat finishes P14. Oy. What
Pepsi
a
finishing now. Finishing his race. Well done to Pepsi to keep him going.
absolute
Helping the Williams team out.
crazy race. I'm shocked.
Jesus.
Pepsi crosses the line to finish this race out. P15. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your Japanese Grand Prix, and my voice is about shot. Absolutely mental. Absolutely crazy. Did not expect to see Moon lose it at the last corner. Going into the final lap of the race. Had this Grand Prix, had a shot at the win, but unfortunately this is what happens. There you have it, McLaren. Raisin picks up the lead. Daigoro, break out that champagne. Tom, you have a good race as well with the Ferrari team, and Haas find the podium as well. This is not y'all's third podium in a row for the last 3 races, so things are really starting to click for him and that Haas team as well. I'm going to give you guys a final rundown of this race after the podium celebration. Who has left? I can understand
Not
why.
you from 14th on the grid.
I think we have another driver candidate of the day with not y'all. Never mind. We're going to give you guys a rundown. Raisin wins this Japanese Grand Prix, followed by Anton in P2. Not y'all round out the podium positions. You have Tomo P4, Coco P5, Harrison P6, Dinner P7, Absolute P8, Stig P9, Hamp P10, K-Badman Ghosting, finishes P11. Wu P12. John P13. Greta Goat finishes P14. Pepsi round out the finishers in P15. Hubdy unfortunately lost out. Exia as well. Benny, Enzo, and Shuth. Oi. All right.
Camp would like to know, will he still get his points?
You gotta. Can you get Raisin, Anton, and not y'all into this party? We'll talk about those in a bit. Okay, waiting for these drivers to enter into the party, and then we'll give you guys the podium interviews.
They've all been sent to a party, right?
Almost raving about. You got P4. Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Tomo. That was crazy. Crazy race. So who do we have? We have Not Y'all is in here with the chat. We'll start with him since he is in P3. Anton has joined as well. All right, so we have P3, P2. Not Y'all, we're going to start with you. Absolutely roller coaster of a race. Kept it clean all the way through. A couple battles here and there. You had kept your head down and ended up getting yourself a podium. Third podium in 3 races for yourself and that Haas team. Talk us through your race.
It was a good race. I didn't think I could get a podium again. 3 in a row. Kind of lucky in a way. But qualifying, I made a mistake. I spun, and then my throttle was stuck on my controller. It kept messing up, so it put me back onto the circuit. Crash of absolute. Very strong race. Didn't expect much really. It's my worst circuit for a pad user, so I'm grateful for getting P3 and I put there in the championship.
It wasn't a mental race, but I'm gonna hand it over to Tom. Tom, do you have anything to add for Not Y'all?
I think P14 is a good place to start because it seems out both P14s and both GP1 and GP2 finished in 3rd place. Good race though. Good race though. Well done.
I don't think it is because you gotta push so much to get up there, especially when you're going up against like Antoine and Raisin and a few other quick drivers. You can't afford to make any mistakes in qualifying, which was a mistake. Cars made a big thing in the battling, but thank you.
Congratulations, Not Y'all. We'll hope to see that if your luck carries over to the Monaco Grand Prix next weekend. It's going to be a titanic race, that's for sure. But congratulations again. We're going to move on to P2 this evening. Anton, absolute mental race. We did see that you picked up a bit of an end plate, which allowed you to let Raisin through. I knew you were trying to hang in the toe with Raisin, but coming through in the last 2 laps, Wu crashes out ahead of you, and you have one heck of a battle with Raisin towards the end. Talk us through it, because that was mental on our end.
Yeah, at the beginning of the race, it was pretty shit beginning of the race for myself because I feel like I had no pace. I don't know if it was the medium tires or just myself. And then I broke my wing behind. I don't know who were the leader at this moment. I just broke my wing on him on the straight like a fucking idiot, and I just let Raisin through because I knew he was quicker, so I was just trying to follow him. And then it was pretty lucky for the safety car at the end because I could change my wing and then came back for the win, but we took a penalty on the last chicane. So yeah, good recovery and a good 2nd place.
It was a solid race from yourself, Raisin, on top of you guys in there. Tom, I'm going to send it over to you. Do you have anything to say for your team on the podium this evening?
Very good. P2, P5. Can't say nothing bad about that.
Yeah, I can't take anything away from Coco. He had a really good race as well.
Oh, Raisin.
Or Raisin, yeah. But we're going to move it on.
Raisin. we'll speak in English.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Racing. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Ah, he has
What?
left.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
All right, but
That was very short.
very short and sweet. Tom was asking, I'll get you guys, but hey, we are back next week, ladies and gentlemen, for the Monaco Grand Prix. It is going to be a absolute barnstormer of a race for everybody in the chat and viewing this race this evening. Thank you so much. Until then, hopefully not y'all, Anton, your guys' luck carries over next week. We will see you then.
Ah, he's back. He's back. Wait, he's back.
Oh,
Is he going to talk?
He's back.
it's okay.
Raisin, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Give us a rundown of your race. That was one heck of a race by yourself, Anton, battling out with Wu at the beginning and towards the end. And it's just, I mean, I have no idea what to say because you guys had one heck of a race. So I'm going to let you talk yourself through it.
Very complicated race on the first relay. Tyrese slip a lot. Second relay, I saw for some light with the exit of the safety car. Last relay, I just had to not take a second penalty.
That's a solid race from yourself this evening. Tom, anything to add before we send it off?
Good, just good race at the end, mate. Great shootout. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, congratulations to the top three again this evening. We're going to send it off. Guys, again, in the viewers and the guys in the comments. This evening, I really appreciate the help. We will be back next week, same time, same channel for the Monaco Grand Prix. As you can see, these guys tackle the streets of what they call the Crown Jewel, and I cannot wait. But until then, we're going to sign off. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe. Enjoy your week. We will see you then. SF1 is signing out. Good night.